guys, welcome back to my channel. Tatyana here. So I'm gonna do another tutorial for you guys. So this one's gonna be specifically on, and this is Annabelle by the way. I found her on Instagram, and I'm gonna do a tutorial for you guys on how to pose somebody that is not a model, or they could be a potential client. So Annabelle, she doesn't have any sort of like modeling experience, just, you know, regular Instagram photos, that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna basically direct her and show you guys like how I direct, how I pose, and just give you guys some tips on, you know, how to pose somebody that's not a model. So the first tip would be, once you meet your model, which you will probably meet her like the day that you're shooting, just kind of get to know the model a little bit and break the ice. You know, you don't want it to be like too awkward. You don't want to like not talk, not ask questions. So like, for example, if you are a male photographer, that's usually a lot harder because, you know, some male photographers can kind of creep girls out. I used to model back in the day a little bit for photographers, and I don't know why, like the male photographers can kind of come off a little bit awkward or a little bit like, you know, because they're more like artistic. So just kind of get to know the model a little bit, you know, like her background, which, you know, just that way she's more comfortable. Because the more comfortable that the model is with you, the better she will naturally do the posing. If she's not comfortable, it's gonna show through the images. So that's the first thing, just make sure the model is comfortable with you. Okay, so the next tip would be, obviously, try to direct the model pretty much the whole entire way, because like I was mentioning before, if you're shooting somebody that's not experienced, they're really not gonna know what to do, and they'll generally just stand there and they're gonna be like, what do I do? So in this particular situation, you're just gonna have to direct them pretty much the whole way. So I'm gonna get started here. The camera that I'm using, if anybody's wondering, is the Canon 5D Mark III. And I'm using my 85mm lens. It's just a portrait lens. And I'm gonna keep my aperture pretty low at 1.4 with 100 ISO, 640 shutter. So I wanna kind of get that blurry, just some portraits that are waist up and just get some blurry background. So, all right, so what I'll have you do is I'll have you stand side with me. Just use that one. Okay, and then just kind of slightly have your jacket off your shoulder a little bit. There you go. So yeah, just kind of make sure the model is holding on to something that could be a good posing idea. That way it just kind of looks more natural, like she's just standing there kind of playing with her coat. So, and then kind of tilt your head forward a little bit. And then let's have you stand forward. And then with that, you can kind of have your jacket down a little bit again. And maybe kind of just lift your hand up to your face a little bit, straight to your finger. And also, if you guys don't know any like posing ideas, what you can usually do is just like go look at other photographers and their work and just get ideas, you know, screenshot some pictures on your phone, something that you can look back on. Like me, for example, when I used to do some modeling for photographers, I learned a few posing techniques from that. So I kind of just apply from my experience and I apply it to my models that I'm currently working with today. So yeah, like I said, just get ideas and just kind of apply them and then direct the models. Okay, and then yeah, just kind of, I like that pose there where you're just kind of natural and you have your hands out. So just get some further out shots. And then just kind of look down past your shoulder. Yep, that one looks perfect. So the next tip I want to give you guys is, if for example you do have a model that, if you're showing her posing and stuff like that, sometimes when she's still, she can look a little bit more stiff. So what I generally do and tell models that, or clients that are a little bit more awkward, or they're really uncomfortable and you can tell, is I tell them to constantly be moving. So like the model can constantly be like little bit just moving back and forth over. When they're in that constant movement, it just makes a more natural photo, and then you can just focus and just shoot. So also try that concept for posing as well. Okay, so I'll have you do just that. I'll have you do some where you're actually moving around, so you can kind of grab your jacket, hold it down, move, and just move slowly. So also make sure that the model is moving slowly. You don't want any like super fast movements, because otherwise all your images will be blurry. So yeah, just kind of slowly move, have the jacket. You can even take the jacket off, hang it over your shoulder, just kind of a few different things. And then since the sun is popping out, maybe move a little bit forward. Yeah, it's right about there. A little bit more forward, right there. Okay. All right, just try different things, and like I said, you're doing just good. Like having, like if the model has a jacket of some sort on, I kind of like, even for her to just take it off and just hold it, just use it as an accessory piece. Yeah, kind of like that, just hold it. Another thing you guys can do is show the model some posing techniques too, so you can actually get in there and be like, okay, take one foot out, just stuff like that. Don't be afraid to do that. Even if you're a guy, whatever, just do it. That's pretty much it. I hope these tips help you guys. And how did you like how that went?
I think it went really well.
Okay. I hope it didn't seem like she was too nervous, but like I said, sometimes you can tell when models are a little bit more nervous. But I think it went well, and like I said, if you communicate and you just direct, you should have absolutely no problems and get images just like these. All right, guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.